So the thing is, how would they decide, the difference between giving you just an oxygen tank and and a an iron lung?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, well, like how bad was your oxygen deficiency when you had pneumonia as a child?
How would I know? He's a little boy.
Okay, don't worry about it. All right, just say what you were gonna say. Continue the story.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, okay. So let's take a step back. Okay, so you won't be able to see the social worker for a while, right?
I don't understand the question.
All right. You said the social worker had pneumonia. Oh, but she came in. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, and then and then she potentially gave you pneumonia. All right, right. Okay, sorry.
I didn't say that either. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, uncertainty drives you to action. No.
Well, I try to tell the nurse practitioner, but apparently they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So they said they'll tell my nurse. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know. Everything's falling apart for me, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I just don't know how to do it. I don't know. And that Steve Schilling, he was trying to invite other people on Facebook. I'm like, what the frick are you doing? I don't want anybody else. And I try to connect off of it. It just got worse and worse. I don't know. Like three people were on, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, what? Why do you do that? I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe he invited his wife, but I don't understand it. But he has children too, and I don't know. I just don't feel like being bothered with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
At least asking before you do something like that. I mean, I'm in a vulnerable situation. I don't feel like having people, see my nakedness and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even click off of it. It just kept on ringing and ringing.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, I know it had something to do with Facebook, but I'm still trying to gather exactly what happened. So, he posted your number to Facebook so people would call you?
I hope not.
Or
I don't want my number on Facebook at all.
Because you used the word add, so I assumed you meant he was trying to add you to a group on Facebook, or he was trying to get you more friends on Facebook.
I don't want friends on Facebook. I don't even like Facebook.
Okay, all right.
It's aggravation. That's all. I don't look at Facebook. I don't really do Facebook. I just do Facebook because I don't want. I don't know. Facebook is a good go-between, but I don't want people to have my phone number. Steve, I don't. He kind of did some stuff that, that word was really self-centered. He borrowed money off me and never paid me back, and then he borrowed my shaver and just decided to throw it away. Oh, I think that he just had to clean things. He didn't waste my money. That was a gift from my brother. Throw it away. You don't have the right to throw someone else's property away. I don't know. And then he borrowed my tape recorder and busted it. And then I wanted to make spaghetti, and he ruined the spaghetti. He poured a whole bunch of water in the sauce. I said, why did you do that? He said, you ruined the sauce. Well, you want it back? I said, why do I want it back? It's ruined. So, I don't know. And then all kinds of other things. It's just that he's built on self-centeredness, built on selfishness, built on He's a narcissist.
Yep.
So I just figured, well, I'm done with that. I said, he wanted to buy a house with me. I said, buy a house with you? I don't even like you. And it's because he's so controlling. I don't like controlling people. And the guy, if he doesn't agree with me totally, he just hangs up on you. Well, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. I'm not even. I decided not to call him yet. But I said it seemed like he needed somebody to talk to. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, I don't mean to be. You know, he basically, if he would buy a house with me, basically he would take advantage of me the whole way, and I would be in trouble because he would just take over the whole thing and then steal the money.
Yeah.
And then half the time, people would you know, he used to do that to other people, take advantage of him, so they stole his rent money, and then he didn't have any rent money.
Wow.
That's the same way with a guy named Johnny Webster. He was just like Steve. He would ask me for stuff in my apartment. Pretty soon, my apartment looked like his. I mean, vice versa. My stuff was all in his apartment. I hardly had anything left. And then after that, then the same thing happened to him. They would rob him because he would do the same thing to other people. I mean, he said, well, they robbed me. And I said, do you blame them? I said, you con people into giving you their stuff, and then you wanna complain that they robbed you. I said, they should have robbed you. I didn't say they should have robbed you. I said, that's unfortunate. I said, but you can't keep destroying people by taking all their stuff. It's not fair because basically it isn't fair. People aren't rich, and then he up and died because some old doctor somehow messed up his liver. He was a bodybuilder.
Wow.
Well, he was really stout and strong. And then I saw him one time. He was a black guy. He was skinny black guy, and he was homosexual, or he used to be. And then I don't know if he still practiced homosexuality because he's into Christianity. And then
Probably does in the closet secretly. That's really hard to get rid of.
Well, anyways, what happened is he ended up dying because he had gallbladder problems. They made him wear some kind of tube that had to all go into a dish, and he ripped it out lifting weights. Oh my goodness. So then they decided to take it out and sew him shut, and then I don't know what happened. He went from being really strong and stout, and then all of a sudden
his hair was black, and then all of a sudden his hair turned super white, like as though something was drastically wrong with him.
Yep.
And I don't know, but that doctor operated on my friend Marie, and she was worried that maybe he did something to her, but I don't know. She lived to be 80 years old. I really didn't know that she was really young looking. Although her face was sunken, but she had all kinds of issues. She wanted to be on disability, so she had applied for disability because she said she had all these diseases. And I said, well, she said she has RSD. I said, RSD, if you had RSD, you wouldn't, your limbs would be, the limb that had RSD, you wouldn't even be able to use the limb. I mean, at all. I mean, like, it would be shriveled. But because I saw somebody with RSD, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy, his leg was like really shriveled, and he said he doesn't know what causes it or anything. So, anyways, that was.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. And then she said she had degenerative disc disease, and I said I never saw. I looked at her X-ray. I never saw a back so straight in my life. I said, you ought to have my back. And then you'll really know what pain is. I don't know, all her ailments were. And I asked her point blank, I said, why do you keep wanting to have, why do you keep wanting to be on disability? Don't you want to have a future? Don't you know? And she says, I said, well, I don't want to work. And I said, well, why? I mean, you're like, you have a really healthy body. And I don't know, but she said, well, because see, my mom, somebody's calling me. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good.